Hey, what's going on? Today we are looking at the latest big update for Where Winds Meet, the Liangzhou release from the Hexi expansion chapter 2, which is the game's version 1.5 update and went live with rolling maintenance on April 2nd, 2026. This is one of those updates that feels less like a simple content drop and more like the game opening a brand new chapter with a completely different rhythm because it brings a fresh region, a new weapon style, new story paths, new bosses, and a whole pile of system changes all at once. And honestly, the biggest headline here is the Heng Blade. This is the new weapon class that the update is really built around, and it is not just another piece of gear with a different moveset. The whole point is that it changes how you approach fights, because instead of always playing around evasions and waiting for a clean opening, the Heng Blade leans into a deflect-and-counter rhythm. That means you can actively meet an enemy strike, turn the pressure back on them, and break their momentum before they get comfortable. The official notes also make a big deal of the weapon's Tang Dynasty inspiration and the action choreography behind it, which gives the whole thing a very cinematic feel instead of just being another damage option on the loadout screen. Liangzhou itself looks like the kind of region that the game wants you to slow down and actually take in, even while everything around it feels dangerous. To unlock it, players need to clear Hexi Campaign White Crown Fortress first, then accept the Lost Chapter quest to enter the area. The setting mixes snowy frontier scenery with a strong wine and moonlit atmosphere, and the patch notes keep leaning into that contrast between romance and hardship. The main Hexi story now continues through the Liangzhou Melody arc, and after that comes the next moon theme chapter, so the update is clearly pushing the narrative forward in a serialized way rather than treating Hexi like a one-and-done expansion. Completing those quests gives you a bunch of themed rewards too, including items like the 5-string pipa, plumage bloom, and later a moon-themed accessory and inscription, plus Echo Jade and other materials. The boss lineup is also a major part of why this patch matters. Liangzhou brings in Everdeer, Moongazing Maiden, and the Pocket Rut Circus, while the broader update highlight also mentions the Guardian Beast at the San Pass. Each one has a strong identity instead of feeling interchangeable, and the reward structure makes them worth chasing, since first clears can grant cosmetic pieces, accessories, inner way materials, medicinal items, and Echo Jade. The way the patch frames these encounters makes them feel like more than just loot checks. They are tied directly into the region's mood, with legends, loyalty, tragedy, and illusion all woven into the fights themselves. There is also a lot going on under the hood for players who care about buildcraft and social systems. A new path called Stone Split strength arrives alongside Heng Blade and Mo Blade martial arts options, so the update is giving strength-focused players more room to tailor a setup that actually matches their preferred pace of combat. On top of that, the new Mystic Skill Goosey Slide is automatically unlocked after the update, and it even has a wild boss fight perk that may instantly clear certain campaign encounters. That alone is the kind of thing people are going to clip and test the second they log in. The social side gets a big push too. Raging Tides is the new sect, and joining it can be done through a few different routes, including a ritual, a Liangzhou encounter, or even a wine-heavy requirement that fits the region's personality perfectly. The sect has its own rank structure, daily discipline trial, and shop rewards, including an appearance set, avatar, nameplate, emotes, and decoration items. Then there's Landlords, a 3-player card mode in Wandering Paths, which sounds like a lighter side activity but still has a competitive edge because it is built around strategy, team coordination, and emptying your hand first. Guild War also gets a battle group switch feature, though it comes with point resets and a seasonal limit on free changes, so guild leaders will definitely want to plan before touching that button. On top of all that, the patch adds a season-end dash event running from April 22nd to April 30th, 2026, along with weekly reward quests and a new Wandering Signpost item that lets players record short clips and share outfits through the wardrobe. That is a nice little extra layer because it gives the update a community-facing feature instead of only focusing on combat and story. So when you step back and look at the full package, this is a huge content update, a new region to explore, a weapon that changes the combat flow, fresh story routes, a sect with personality, new boss fights, a card mode, guild improvements, and seasonal systems that keep the world feeling active. In other words, this is the kind of patch that can pull people back in for the story, the loot, the challenge, and the style all at the same time.